Hiya, so I'm going to be doing a wardrobe clear out today, and I'm so excited to do this because I've been waiting months to do this. I've had bags of stuff waiting to go down to the charity shop, living in my room for the last couple of months because I've just wanted to do this video. Realistically, I should have gotten rid of them by now, but I wanted to make a video out of it because I love watching these kind of videos. So yeah, I'm surrounded by stuff at the moment. I've got loads of things to get rid of from my rail. So let's get into it. Shall we start with the boring things? I think we shall. Okay, so I'm getting rid of these vest tops. These are from Pennies. They're really bad quality. They aren't 100% cotton, so whenever I wear them, my skin basically breaks out because I feel like I can't breathe in them properly. It's just they're crap. They've come apart at the seams. They're just really bad quality, and I've got about 5 or 6 of them to get rid of. Here's the rest of them. There's like 5 of them there, so yeah, they can go. I'm kind of sad to be getting rid of these, but my little tiny fingerless Nightmare Before Christmas emo gloves, I got these when I was like 13 or 14, and I don't wear them anymore. I only keep them because I'm like, oh, remember when you were young. So they can go. And I have a lot of these like little racer tops, like little crop top things that I got from Pennies last year, I want to say, and I got them because I was going away on holidays, but like, I mean, look how tiny that is. But I've never worn any of them, and again, they're not good quality. I think this one I actually got from ASOS, and I was living my one day I'll be as ripped as Gwen Stefani sort of fantasy, and that never happened. I've got this bikini from, I think it's from Bershka. I got it last year when I went away, and I just, like, look at this. Like, there's so many excess strings, and it's like it was a nightmare to try to put on. So that's going. Shall we get back into clothing that I bought based on nostalgia now? I was, there's that photo of like Paris Hilton wearing a chainmail top from, or a dress from like the early 2000s, and this like little halter top really reminded me of it. I broke it the first time I tried it on. I got it from ASOS. I think it was New Look originally, and it was very all you have is just this to tie around your back, and then this, and I didn't feel safe in it. I felt very exposed, and I did it a little bit too tight, and it just popped off. So safe to say that this will be going, and it's very sad that I never got to live my 2000s fantasy in real life, but it's probably for the best. We'll get onto some shoes. I've only got like 2 pairs of shoes to get rid of. So the first pair of shoes that I'm getting rid of are these over the knee boots, which aren't actually over the knee boots at all. They will slip down because they don't fit me properly. They also don't fit me properly on the foot. I'm a size 4.5, and I think these are either a 5 or a 6. They're just far too big. I just like clip clop my way around the club like a little pony. They've gotten me through some good nights though. Like, I've been sick on these shoes plenty of times. There's a lot of good memories in these. And then the coveted shoes that I really wanted last year that lasted me 6 months. You'll recognise them from my spring favourites video, but yeah, 6 months they lasted me, and I busted a hole in the bottom of one of them and stepped into a puddle, and now they just smell like dirty puddle water from town, and it's disgusting. So unfortunately my Vans have to go. I do love them though. They just I wear out shoes way too quickly. This was my school bag from when I went to secondary school, and I wanted a messenger bag so badly because I just thought they were really cool. But I had this one. This is just a Vans messenger bag, fairly basic. I can't use over the shoulder bags anymore because I have scoliosis and it makes it worse. So completely impractical nowadays, but good memories. Not really, actually. It was secondary school, never mind. Now we shall move on to the rail. Very excited. So last year I decided that I was going to start adding white into my wardrobe because I was sick of wearing black all the time. And I was like, I'll try out white. I'll get a few white t-shirts and see how it goes. No, the biggest mistake ever. So I'm getting rid of this. My best friend got me this. We actually have matching t-shirts for once. I've already destroyed the armpits on it. It is vile how, like, I haven't even worn this about 10 times yet, and the armpits are just disgusting looking, I obviously sweat too much, so white clothing is off the table for me, unfortunately. The next thing that can go is this top from Nobody's Child. It's really 70s, and that's what I loved about it, and I loved the mustard colour. But the sleeves suck. If you've ever tried washing your hands with like bell end sleeves, it's terrible. It's actually horrendous, and it's also cropped, which I don't really like. I have quite a long torso, so like even when something's slightly cropped, it's like my jeans don't, I just, it doesn't look good on me. So I'm getting rid of this. Next bit of clothing is one of my favourite band t-shirts from Junk Food Clothing. It is my Blondie band t-shirt, and as you can see, yeah, there's no redemption for this. This has to go in the bin, basically, and it's such a shame. On the back it says one way or another. I've worn this to so many gigs. It's such nice brushed cotton. That's the reason why I've held on to it for so long, but it looks terrible now. I'm also going to be getting rid of my Bowie t-shirt. I love Bowie so much, but as you can see, it's going in the same direction as the Blondie t-shirt, and it's actually faded on one side. I have my clothing rail, usually it isn't here. I've just had to move it for the lighting purposes, but usually it's over at the other side of my room, and the sun will come in and hit the rail, and a lot of my clothing have been bleached on one side due to the sun, so that's awful. But yeah, this is one of my favourite t-shirts again, but it has to go because it's just getting a bit nasty looking. So the next band t-shirt I bought on a whim. I bought it just because I was like, haha, I'll wear that when I have low self-esteem. And it is a Korn t-shirt. And I got this when I was over in Paris on my massive vintage shopping spree. I think it was only like €5 or something like that. And it's a nice t-shirt, but I don't like Korn. I maybe like one or two of their songs, and I haven't worn it. I've worn it once, and I haven't worn it in like the last 2 years because my boyfriend hates Korn, so I just don't want to give him like any PTSD with it or anything like that. Like, but it does look cool, but it should go to someone who will actually appreciate it and wear it because they actually like the band, and they're not like a sado like me who's like, I'll let everyone know that I'm depressed. Next is this t-shirt that just says punk on it. I think this is a recreation of one of Debbie Harry's old shirts. That's like, there's like a famous photo for her in like a black t-shirt that just says punk on it, so I'm pretty sure that's what this is. It's by Trip NYC. I've worn it maybe 3 times, and each time I wear it, someone's like, you look like a bartender. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's like a tight black top and it looks like that I just work in a bar, but I feel self-conscious wearing it. I think it's cool because I'm like, oh, Debbie Harry wore it, but like nobody I know knows the reference, so it's completely pointless. I don't really want to get made fun of, to be honest. So it seems like I'm getting rid of a lot of band tees. I think this is the last one, possibly. I don't know, but I'm getting rid of this Eurythmics band t-shirt. I like the Eurythmics. I just don't like this t-shirt. I think I paid like €2 for it. I bought it because it's so rare that you find actual vintage band t-shirts in charity shops here, and if you do find them, they're really expensive because a lot of charity shops now will like, they just think they're vintage stores rather than like charities that help, the local community. But yeah, this is from the 1989 World Tour. There's better band shirts out there. I just don't really like the aesthetic of this. It's also really, really worn in, like really worn in. So I don't know. I've never worn it. I don't really have any inclination to wear it. So here's one that I don't know if I should keep or get rid of. I'm kind of torn. Now, I like vintage band t-shirts. I don't like reprints. And I have this Queen band t-shirt that I bought in TK Maxx a couple of years ago because I was like, oh cool, I don't have a Queen band t-shirt. And now I don't really wear it that much. I don't like the fact that the sleeves are sewn up. I would just prefer to have like a vintage one from like the 70s or 80s. Even though that would be so expensive realistically. I don't know if I should keep this or not. This is going to go in the maybe pile. I'm sorry, but we're going to go back to something boring now. Just a plain basic pennies long sleeve t-shirt. Again, it's the same issue that I had with the vests, is that it's not 100% cotton. It's not breathable material. Every time I wear these, no matter if it's like freezing cold outside, my chest and my back start to sweat really badly and my skin just breaks out afterwards. So I have about 4 of these at the moment. I don't know if I have them all here. Some of them might be in the wash, but these need to go. The next one is one that I'm kind of stuck on as well. I've had it for about 4 years, and it's this Cheap Monday t-shirt, and it's your basic black t-shirt, but it's got really cool sleeves. Basically your elbows will stick out of the sleeves. Now I'm kind of self-conscious about my arms. I think my arms are kind of ridiculously hairy, and I've only worn this when I've gotten my arms waxed, because I don't know, I feel like it's just drawing attention to the hair on my arms and stuff. And like, the hair is blonde. It's not like, I don't know, I just don't really reach for this a lot. So I don't know if I should get rid of it or keep it, because my hair, my arms aren't going to be not hairy anytime soon. So I'm kind of stuck. This will go in the maybe pile as well, and I'll have a think, and hopefully by the end of the video I've made a decision. So I went through a massive phase of getting polo necks when they came back into fashion. I was just like, because about 2 years beforehand I watched all of the Gilmore Girls, and they wear a lot of polo necks and that, and I was just like, yes, I can't wait to get some polo necks. But I bought too many, and I'm going to be getting rid of this one. I think this is just a new look one that I bought in like a set of 3 or something like that. New Look do really cheap stuff, so, but you know, again, it's not the best quality, and I don't really support like fast fashion stores anymore. So yeah, I have enough black polo necks basically, so that's the reason why I'm going to get rid of this. Also, you may have been able to see the layer of dust that had built up on that top. Okay, so I'm now onto the flannel section. I don't really have a lot of flannel shirts. I do have this one though, and this is my least worn shirt. I bought it because I thought it went well with my Britney Spears band t-shirt that I showed you in my last video. And it does, because it's like purple and yellow, but it's just my least reached for shirt now. Like, I've got another purple, I've actually got 2 more purple flannels back here that I wear more than I wear this one, so I think this can go. So I think this hoodie can go. This is just a ASOS Basics hoodie, which I got a bleach stain on. It's very thin, and I don't like thin hoodies. Like, I like a proper like man hoodie, and it's also tall, so it's way too long for me, and it just doesn't look good on my body type. It's kind of bulges out in certain places, so that can go. That's actually that's the only hoodie that I own, so I'm gonna have to buy 1 or 2 more. Okay, so the next item, I'm so sad to see it go, but it actually has to go to the recycling centre because I can't even give it away. And I wouldn't give it away if I could, because I'd keep it forever. It's my Topshop fake leather jacket. It's actually flaking away. It's destroyed. It's just so old. It's about 11 years old. I've gotten a good long time out of it. I love it so much, and I want to replace it with something like exactly the same. It's got a massive kebab stain on it from a really good night out. There's a lot of memories in this. But yeah, I got it when I was like going into 4th year, when I was like trying to upgrade my wardrobe the first time around to be like, I want to be cool now. And I remember like wearing this for the first time and being like, I really don't have the confidence to wear something like this. Everybody's going to be looking at me. Like, no one cared. But yeah, so hopefully this year I'll be able to get a proper leather jacket, because I've wanted one for years to replace this. But yeah, very sad to see this go. This can go too. This is just a denim cutoff that I bought again when I was in Paris, like the year before last. And I wanted one of these for such a long time, because I was going to put like band patches all over it, and I'm going to have my own cut, and it's going to be amazing. 2 years later, it's still naked, so this can go. This is a DIY project that is never ever gonna happen. So like I showed you in my last video of regrets, I'm gonna get rid of the skater pants. There's no point in keeping them, like when I've only worn them once in like the 2 years that I've owned them, and I don't even know if I can take the chain off it. I probably can, actually. Just the chain is so heavy and it's gross. I'm not going to be living my skater boy fantasy anytime soon, so there's no point in actually holding on to these, because like, I know baggy stuff's kind of back in fashion, but I just can't deal with the fact that they drag on the ground and they pick up like all the dirt on the street and things like that. I don't know how I used to deal with it when I was younger. I suppose I just didn't care about things like that. So I'm going to get rid of these jeans. Now, these jeans have gotten me through thick and thin. They are ripped at the knees, like rather severely, and they're just they're so comfortable. I bought these when I was overweight. I don't know why I paused there. But yeah, I bought them when I was overweight. Allegedly they're a waist 28, but this is a lie. This is a lie. These have to be like 30 something. They do not fit me anymore. They do not flatter. I don't think they ever flattered me, but they're just so comfortable and like grungy looking, and I absolutely adored them. And the fact that I could wear leggings underneath them and stuff like that and just look like female sort of Kurt Cobain, sort of grungy goddess. Not really. I looked probably like I was down on my luck, but it's time to let them go because they just don't fit me anymore. They hang off me, so these have to go. Then I almost forgot about this. This is a handbag from Skinny Dip. It's really dusty because it's like felt and everything sticks to it. I also dropped a kebab on this as well. There's a kebab stain on it. This has like turned into quite a habit for me. Yeah, I just bought this on a whim because I needed a bag for going out, but this is a pain in the ass to deal with. It never opens or closes properly. It's too small for all my stuff that I will need on a night out, and it's just crap. Okay, so that's it for my wardrobe clear out. I've decided to get rid of the Queen shirt, but I'm going to keep the Cheap Monday t-shirt with the missing elbows, and I'm going to try to overcome my arm hair insecurity and try to wear that in the next couple of months, and if not, then I'll get rid of it. I've sorted everything out into a recycling bag and a charity bag, and they're pretty full. I'm quite surprised, and now my rail is pretty empty, but I'm happy with that because this is stuff that I wear now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.